Hey everybody, Mike with Everyday Barbecue here. Lately I've been on this kick of sharing all my favorite childhood meals with you. This one here is no exception. Growing up in the Chicago area, the Greek Gyro was available on almost every street corner. And although I can't make gyros from scratch at home, I did find a delicious store-bought brand. That inspired me to perfect my tzatziki sauce recipe, which I've done. And I'm going to share it with you today. So sit back and relax and let me show you how I put this together. So besides the gyro meat itself, you're going to need a few things like pita bread, tomato wedges, very thinly sliced onion, which brings out so much flavor in this sandwich, and of course the tzatziki sauce. So as promised, let me show you what I consider to be my perfected recipe. Start with 1 cup of your favorite mayonnaise. Use a good brand. Then we'll be adding 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt, 1/2 cup of minced cucumber, a heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. I've told y'all I love garlic, right? So use lots of garlic. It's okay, just do it, trust me. Okay, now 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar, about a teaspoon, maybe a little more, of olive oil, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, black pepper to taste. I like a little more black pepper. You might want to go a little bit less, but I do love my black pepper. Now just get that all mixed well and then chill it in the fridge for about a day before you use it. You want to give this enough time for all those flavors to come together. That's where the real magic happens. So make sure you make it a day in advance. All right, it is the next day and it's time to do this cook. I've chosen the Blackstone Griddle just because I love the sear that it gives. And the better the sear, the more the flavor. Now for the gyro itself. My wife and I were at CostCo one day. We found this in the refrigerated section. We bought it, we brought it home, and we absolutely fell in love with it. Of course, it's not as good as fresh cut off the cone, but it's really good. So to prepare this, just get your griddle or frying pan nice and hot. I preheated my Blackstone here to a medium-high heat. Since these are pre-cooked, it really doesn't take long to get these done at all. You're really just trying to warm them and give them a good sear for really good flavor. Give them a good spin or a good turn occasionally, and within a few minutes, this will be ready to serve. So while we're doing that, I figured this is a really good time for you to go hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to make sure your notifications are set to all so you don't miss out on anything. Now look at that beautiful sear. That's just flavor town right there. Don't forget to get your pita breads onto the griddle top to get those warm too. It's going to make a big difference in the final product. Now for the really important part. Let's have some fun and let's build this delicious gyro. Let's get this piled onto these pita breads and be generous. Now for that nice, very thinly sliced onion. It's very important that you slice these onions very thin. That gives you the right flavor, the right texture, and the right bite for this sandwich. And the places where I enjoyed these as a kid, little shout out to Young Prince in Stone Park. I don't know if they're still there, or Zippy's in Schaumburg. They always put lots of onion on here, so that's how I like it. Now for some tomato. You can cut these into wedges or they can be circular cut, but they're a very important part of this recipe. I don't go with too many tomatoes because I'm a bigger fan of the onion, but you got to have some tomatoes on here. And lastly, we're going to tie all this together with this magnificent tzatziki sauce. This just brings all the flavors to life in this sandwich, and you've got to be very generous with this. Go ahead and pile it on. This is supposed to be messy, so don't worry about it. Because when it comes to this recipe, the messier, the better. Now I'm getting hungry. Let's get on to this taste test.
I'm making a big mess here. Sorry, honey. My wife's my camera woman. I got tzatziki sauce all over the porch. Cheers, everybody.
Dude.
I'm in trouble. I gotta go. I'll see you on the next episode.